Spontaneous human combustion, a phrase that sounds like something out of a horror film. A phenomenon so disturbing, so bizarre, that for centuries it has haunted the edges of science, history, and the unexplained. Stories of people found reduced to ash, while the room around them remains almost untouched. A chair still standing, a table unburned, a candle still intact, and yet a human body, seemingly destroyed by fire from within. How could that be possible? This is the Universal Explorer. And today we journey into one of the strangest and most unsettling mysteries ever recorded: spontaneous human combustion. The accounts go back hundreds of years. Reports from the 1600s and 1700s describe victims discovered as little more than charred remains, with no clear source of ignition. In some cases, only the legs or hands remained. In others, the body was nearly completely consumed. And what made these cases so terrifying was not just the fire, but the absence of explanation. How does a human being burn so intensely, without setting the entire room ablaze? One of the most famous modern cases occurred in 1951. A woman named Mary Reeser was found in her apartment in Florida. What investigators discovered was horrifying. Her body had been almost entirely reduced to ash. Only a portion of her skull remained. Nearby objects were strangely untouched. The apartment was not engulfed in flames. There was no evidence of a typical house fire. The mystery made headlines around the world. Was it real? Spontaneous human combustion has sparked debates among experts, leaving them divided on its legitimacy. Scientists explore a range of possible factors behind the phenomenon, ranging from environmental conditions to rare biological anomalies. Researchers ponder whether these tragic incidents could unravel deeper truths about human vulnerability and resilience. The fear of fire, lurking within our very being, triggers a wide array of emotional responses, from fascination to dread. As myths are dissected and theories proposed, we remain captivated by the enigma of how a human life could seemingly ignite spontaneously, leaving little more than ash behind. The investigation into spontaneous human combustion often delves into historical accounts that reveal a recurring theme. The victims are typically found alone in a familiar space, suggesting a shocking betrayal by their own bodies. Eyewitness testimonies describe feelings of profound unease, a sense that something terrifying and inexplicable has occurred. Throughout history, the narrative of these untimely deaths has entwined with folklore, adding layers of mythology to an already chilling occurrence. The stories often evoke a primal fear, triggering dread about the fragility of human existence. It paints a picture of life intersected by dark forces beyond comprehension, beckoning us to confront our deepest fears. Could there be truth buried in the legends? Are we merely scratching the surface of a phenomenon that challenges our understanding of life and death? The mystery remains profoundly unsettling, inviting endless exploration. Each reported case of spontaneous human combustion has added a chilling footnote to the historical record. Yet many facets remain unexplained, even in the wake of scientific inquiry. Some researchers emphasize the psychological toll of these occurrences as well, suggesting that the weight of fear surrounding potential self-immolation can psychologically haunt survivors and witnesses alike. In this sense, the phenomenon transcends mere physical reality, merging with the tapestry of cultural narratives that shape our perceptions of danger and safety. This phenomenon, as intangible as it may seem, lies at the intersection of science and the supernatural, compelling us to confront the unsettling notion that there may be forces at play beyond our current comprehension. The very fabric of understanding around fire, life and death is being woven anew, prompting a re-evaluation of our relationship with one of nature's most feared elements. While the Wick effect offers a glimpse into possible explanations, it opens the door to countless questions about the fundamental nature of existence. What triggers the extraordinary and inexplicable? Can within the ashes remain the narratives of lives lost to something beyond our grasp? This investigation continues to stir curiosity and concern, propelling a quest for answers that may never fully satisfy our restless minds. As researchers delve deeper into these enigma-laden incidents, they find themselves grappling not only with the mechanics of combustion, but also with the psychological implications of such tragedies. The haunting images of lives extinguished in a moment, leaving behind nothing but remnants of existence, reverberate beyond their physical realm, crawling into collective consciousness. Each terrifying account becomes a chapter in the ongoing narrative of fear, urging society to confront its own vulnerability. What it teaches us about human life and the relentless grip of danger transcends the scientific. Are we prepared to face the unsettling truth that even in our seemingly ordinary lives, elements of chaos linger just beneath the surface? In these reflections lie the paralyzing uncertainties regarding our mortal experiences. Among the more peculiar cases is that of a man named Joseph S. He was discovered in his home in England, surrounded by an eerie scene. Despite the lack of fire damage, his body lay in a charred heap, the remains almost entirely disintegrated. News of his demise sent shockwaves, igniting debates in the media and among locals about the true nature of his death. Spirited discussions emerged, some describing it as proof of a supernatural cause, while skeptics believed in alternative explanations. The puzzlement surrounding Joseph's case only deepened the intrigue associated with spontaneous human combustion, prompting further investigation into its elusive nature. Scientists and theorists began to scrutinize the details, attempting to piece together the fragments of such inexplicable tragedies, seeking a broader understanding of the terrifying phenomenon that continues to elude definitive answers. Pioneering investigators have meticulously documented these bizarre occurrences, often revealing unnerving commonalities among victims. The majority were found alone and in familiar settings, living rooms, bedrooms, or quiet corners of their homes. One unsettling aspect involves the post-mortem remains, where bodily fat seemingly fuels what could be described as an internal inferno, leaving only fragments behind. As science pushes the boundaries of our understanding, such findings have ignited passionate debates. Are these events mere anomalies, or do they unearth hidden vulnerabilities in the human condition? Striking a balance between empirical evidence and the mystique of the unknown fuels ongoing fascination and fear. In the aftermath of Joseph's discovery, the media frenzy grew. Theories proliferated, with newspapers sensationalizing each account, turning grim reality into captivating stories, fueling a growing public obsession. Documentaries and books emerged, dissecting every aspect of the phenomenon, while amateur sleuths shared theories online. In the shadows of this intrigue, some families found solace in the mystery, holding on to the hope that understanding could eventually emerge from sorrow. Amid the chaos, one question loomed large. What truly lurked behind these inflamed tragedies, waiting to consume both body and mind. Yet, despite the profound fear and fascination generated by spontaneous human combustion, the truth remains elusive. Each case serves as a stark reminder of our vulnerability and the slender margin between life and an unimaginable fate. In a world where science confronts the supernatural, these mysteries beckon us closer, challenging our understanding and reminding us that the unknown still resides within the very fabric of our existence. If you want to explore more of the world's darkest mysteries and unexplained phenomena, subscribe and join me, because in this universe, nothing is ever quite what it seems.